Morning, everybody. So let's have a quick talk. We all know about the infamous Michael Jordan flu game and what we know to be a little bit of a different story now, that it wasn't necessarily like flu, but more like stomach flu. But regardless, he played a tough game and he is a hero in the minds of many for all times to come. It's a legendary moment in sports history. He did a fantastic job in the game and all that other stuff. But enough of why I'm talking about Michael Jordan. What about your flu game? What about the times that you had to hop up and go to work not feeling right? Did you have trainers? Probably not. Did you have I don't know, how long does a basketball game actually last, commercials and timeouts aside? Did you have a whole team of professionals that could back you up? Because we all know sometimes at our jobs, we don't have a whole lot of professionals floating around. So did you have a Pippen? Did you have a Rodman? Did you have a Kukoc? Did you have some of those guys in your office that could back you up when those points or those deadlines or the production, whatever it was? Did you have that when you were feeling under the weather and you had to come and nobody's cheering for you? There's no coverage of it. Nobody's talking about it so many years later. That was like 20 years ago, maybe even longer, 30 years ago. And we're still talking about it. And I'm not taking anything away from Michael Jordan or that accomplishment. But my point is, how many of you in the last year went to work sick as a dog? Now, maybe you shouldn't have, but the point is, you still had to rise to an occasion. Maybe you didn't go to work, but you still had to get your kids to school. You still had to get up and do something. There was an obligation that you had that was greater than any sporting moment that can happen. And people do it every day. And why am I talking about this is because you have to find the hero within yourself. It's not about a basketball. It's not about kicking a ball. It's not about a lot of the things that we see on TV and we idolize because it makes us dream. How about just dreaming and looking at the people that you see coming to work around you, just doing it day after day, coming in on little sleep because they've got families, they've got other obligations that they're still trying to do. Why are we not cheering for that? We got to start looking and prioritizing things, because we're not making millions of dollars. We're not going to be able to be independently wealthy at some point in time, say late 30s, early 40s, like a lot of these sports athletes. And those are for the longer careers. Again, I'm not taking anything away from that. It's great that, your favorite actor, got up and did his own stunts or something like that, or your favorite singer, overcame something and still went on tour. But we do that every day. Somebody somebody at your job, somebody is overcoming the odds on a regular basis with more on their plate. Doesn't mean that there aren't more people riding or depending. I get like these people, you employ 40, 50 people in your entourage and you're responsible for all of them. And then there's, sponsorships and there's, all these other things that come with it. And just think you're doing that for none of that. And even if these people walked away from some of that, they would still be very, very wealthy. A lot of us don't have that option. 98% of us don't have that option. Recognize that hero within you. I know that it's not going to be where kids are going to be wearing, your uniform shirt, or whatever, but still instill that in your children, instill it in yourselves, to find and recognize that hero in you that gets up every day, that gets up off the canvas. We've seen our favorite boxer get knocked down, or MMA artist, and they get up and do something incredibly miraculous to win that fight. Every day is a fight. When your buzzer goes off, that bell goes off, when that phone rings, whatever it is, that is your moment to leap into action. And that's exactly what so many of you do. So I salute you for doing that, and doing it with no complaints. Well, some of you complain. I complain sometimes too. But there's no referee to cry to. There's no one to, plead our case to that that's a foul or, anything like that. So here we are. I'm in the middle of my game, fourth quarter, and hopefully you guys are finishing out yours or getting ready to enter in, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Just keep on keeping on. I feel like it's high time we start celebrating each other for our accomplishments and our downfalls and our, all of those things. We got to start picking each other up. Athletes and celebrities, they have that. They have that within us already. We have to start putting that same energy into ourselves. So whether it's a flu game or just you're feeling fine and you still got to get up and do it. Again, keep on keeping on. What's your advice? Comment, experience, ace up the sleeve. I would love to hear it. And if you can, leave a flowers emoji for everyone reading this. Give each other your flowers. Give each other their flowers for being able to get up and endure. And the people who have retired and did a whole lifetime of it, raising families and all that, flowers. The people who are just starting off into it, flowers. It's not easy at any stage. And again, this is just my way of saying I recognize it. I may not be able to put it on a poster or, put a meme to it and people are going to understand what it means. But the ones who know. And we've all been there. So I think maybe I can put a meme to it. But I'll leave it at that, guys. Hopefully this finds everybody in a place, pursuit, or beginnings of total health, mind, body, and soul. And we'll see you soon. Peace, love, unity, solidarity.